Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Professor Dr. Mahfud Junaidi MAG, respectable all lecturers of State University of Wali Songo, and all my beloved audience. In this occasion, I'll present an inspirational speech, and here I will take the theme of boarding school. Why did I choose boarding school out of many themes? Because out of 20 years of my life, 4 years there, I can take many lessons and be more open to interpreting the meaning of life. I can say that I learned a lot at the boarding school because that's where I started my independent life, where I thought of everything myself and had to manage my own life. In my first year there, I started to feel how to live independently. There, I had to think about how to take a shower when the queue was so long and the water was running low, how to manage money, how to wash a uniform in the rainy season, how to deal with problems, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, there were many friendship problems that I faced, whether it was classmates or roommates. When I was at home, when I had problems with friends at home or school, I would run away from them by staying at home. But at the boarding school, I had to face them and couldn't run away. I have to find a way to solve my problems with my friends. At the boarding school, I had a friend. She was very nice and often spent time with me. You could say I started to depend on my friends. But suddenly, she left me without me knowing what my mistake was. I was very sad at the time because I felt I had lost one of my friends. However, after time because of this incident, I realized that indeed we should not depend on others. After my friends left, I found new friends. They were very nice and I learned to be a more confident person from them. I also learned to respect friends, understand friends, and when we have problems in friendship, we can solve them well. At first, I was an introvert who really had a hard time communicating with people and not really have many friends. But after making friends with them, I started to be able to communicate with others better and start have many friends. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to this story, at the boarding school I realized that Allah's plan is always the best for us. I had many teachers from whose words I took many lessons in them. Like one of my teachers once said that there is one prayer that covers all prayers. How it that prayers? Oh Allah, give the best for everything. From there, I began to examine the meaning of the sentence. I realized that indeed when we ask God for the best, even if it's hard at first or we cannot accept it, everything will be beautiful in its time. I have example from this. I once applied to be a scout manager and I was rejected. I am very disappointed with myself and feel annoyed when I remember this. But after I saw how scout activities were held there, how they were treated, I was able to learn the lesson that maybe I should not be placed here because Allah knows I will not be able to and my place is not here. Ladies and gentlemen, my another teachers also said that we should believe in our prayers and we should believe in God. At the boarding school, I didn't really understand about the yellow book. I understand but only the basic. And the boarding house there are tests regarding the yellow book starting from Nahwu, Sorof, Alfiah and many more. Honestly, I was very afraid because I didn't really understand this yellow book. I always pray to Allah every day to make it easier to answer. Even though I am not very sure of myself, I try to be sure of my prayers. And the exam day arrived. Many of my friends didn't graduate and that made me panic even more. But I always prayed and I didn't expect the question chosen by my teacher to be a question that I knew the answer to and I passed the book test. Maybe many of my friends think that in a boarding school especially a Salaf boarding school like my boarding school, there is indeed a lack of general lesson. That's true, but knowledge comes from Allah and our intention are for Allah Ta'ala. When we are in a boarding school, we congregate, recite the Quran, study many books whose content are about how we can get closer to Allah. Indirectly, we are trying to get the pressure of Allah. And our intention in seeking knowledge is that our knowledge is useful. It could be because we are sincere in the head, we obey the rules, we respect the teacher. Our knowledge get the pressure of Allah and can benefit others. We can also be successful in this world and in the hereafter. Amin. Actually, there are still many other lessons that I get, but I just say that. Thank you for your attention. If I have a mistake, I'm say sorry. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.